I know that was kind of sad, and I don't want it to be sad today. I want it to be a celebration for Brooklyn. She was such a beautiful, just amazing little girl, and everywhere she went, it was just happiness. So I just had a couple things I wanted to say. I wrote them down because I ramble. It's all good. We want to thank everyone for coming out today. Like I said, Brooklyn was a very special little girl, and she was loved by so many people. It was an honor to be her mom and her best friend. And Matt let me do that. Matt and I cherish every memory we made with her. And looking back now through all the videos and the pictures, it just reminded me how far she had come. Even when she was just a baby, the doctors told us we probably didn't have much time with her. We even celebrated a huge half birthday, not thinking we were going to reach her first birthday, and we had 6 incredible birthdays with her. Right? Yeah, it's amazing. Every year she grew stronger, and I felt like I became a little bit wiser in the SMA world. For us just to get thrown into a special needs world, we had no idea what we were doing. We guessed a lot, and every day wasn't easy, but we did our best. Matt and I found our groove, and I feel like we finally mastered it, and now she's gone. I'm like, dang it, I just was getting the hang of this. Even though she's gone, it really kind of helps me see all the little kids out here today running and playing, because it helps me envision exactly what she wanted to do. And I know she's looking down on us today while she's dancing and singing with the angels, thinking they're having a party just like I would have wanted. She didn't want anyone to be sad ever. Not even watching a movie, she didn't want anyone to be sad. She was always smiling. I do miss her more than I have ever would have thought I could have even imagined. Losing a child is, I think, so much different than a parent or a grandparent or even a best friend. She was an attachment to my body. We moved together as one, and so just to say I miss her is an understatement, because we were inseparable. Her love has forever changed our family in the best possible way, and I just want to remind everybody to love hard, make so many memories. Life is short, make every day count. The last thing I wanted to say is there was a guest book. I think I've got to see most of you guys. If you didn't get to sign the guest book, everything will probably be a blur by the end of the night. So if you want to sign that, and there's memory cards. If you have a special memory of Brooklyn, something that made you laugh, even if it's just a moment when she was being sassy, please just write it down and put that in the box, because on hard days I'm going to go through and read some of those to help us get through the hard days. I do want to introduce 2 amazing kiddos, Braxton and Maddox. She did have lots of people who loved her, but these 2 are amazing. Braxton was wise beyond his years, and he did an interview with Brooklyn right after he moved to Branson. So it was over a year ago he did an interview, and he captured it all on camera without us even knowing it. So he wants to share that. But first, Maddox, just a couple days after she passed away, every picture he had on his iPad, he put together just like a little, movie, Maddox style, that he would also like to share with you. They're both very quick. Braxton even added subtitles to his movie, because he's getting pretty fancy. He edited it, and he's so proud of himself. So, life as an older brother to a special needs little girl, I know it wasn't easy. These guys took a back seat. But they made it look easy. So I'm so proud of them, and I hope you guys enjoy what they made for you guys to watch. I'm sorry it went a little bit long. I was sitting here and it was on my heart. We have not shared how Brooklyn passed. It's been really hard for me to even put that in words, but I just want you guys to know it was the most beautiful thing. The day before was great with her brothers. We had the ice cream, the cookies, her favorite restaurant, Applebee's, that night. She was being sassy in the hotel the night before. We thought she was asleep, and then she turned around to the boys and said, "Can you be quiet? I'm sleeping." And the boys started cracking up. It wasn't until the next morning that we even saw any sort of symptoms of any sickness. But Brooklyn was sick a lot, so we didn't think much of it. And by that night, she passed away, and it was just her and I in the room. We were together doing our mom-daughter thing. She told me she was thirsty. I just gave her a drink. I put on a movie and I was rubbing her head, and she told me, I'm really tired. I said, me too, because we hadn't slept that great the night before. And that was it. The machine started going off, the code blues came in, and she was gone. It was the most beautiful way to ever have lost her and I together. So if you were wondering, there was no struggling, there was no bad energy around that like it was the week before when we almost lost her. It was the most beautiful way that she could have gone, and the way I would love to go one day. So Uncle Johnny's going to say the prayer, and then if I haven't hugged you, come find me, because I want to hug everybody. So thank you guys all for coming.
If life was a strength contest, not physical strength, but real strength, would she be a power lifter or what? Oh my goodness. I think it was a little harder than that.